Hi, it's a pleasure to be doing a tarot reading for you, and thanks for your patience in getting these to you. I received a large amount of requests, so this is a reading for is your relationship worth fighting for? And I know it's been a while since you sent this question in. I hope you all the best, and I don't know what this is going to say, but my heart goes out to you, having been in similar situations where I've asked myself similar questions. You are the person, the relationship. You, the other person, the relationship. Whoa! Hi. I see here somebody who knows themselves, and hopefully somebody who hasn't forgotten to know themselves. A fiery, passionate person who has direction, a person who has goals, places they want to get to go, things that they are excited about sharing and teaching, and a voice that wants to be heard. This is you. I'm excited to get to know you, and I can feel the passion in this about you. Interestingly, when it says the other person, this is the messenger. The 5 is the Hierophant in the traditional deck, and it's the person who is teaching, speaking, a prophet, somebody who might be an activist or a leader. And I want to say that this is a major card, and in relation to the other person, maybe this reading is about how them in your life can teach you things together. And I don't know whether this stands for them and the role that they do in life in public, and whether that is because this is a major card, whether that is an all-consuming thing for them. And if they are in a position where you are not part of that same story, then this can be interpreted as, how can you learn from this experience? How can you find Venus and Taurus and Earth? So there's like a thing for you to be like, how do you get grounded? How do you feel connected to your roots? If this is the fire, where is your earth? And how do you learn through this earth experience? Or are you feeling disconnected from the earth part? And relationships have to have some groundedness in order to work. And if it's not something that gives you a grounded feeling, a good relationship, in my experience, is something that feels stable and calm, that you don't have to worry about. And I don't know whether there is some battles that have needed to be fought. And if it's battles with keeping the relationship in your life, then fucking fight them. It's worth it. If it's battles between the two of you, then communication. No messages can be delivered without communication. This card is so heavily about working on communication and talking to each other. So may this fire and earth talk to each other. And I think the question for you is that talking happening? Is it not? And that's a yes/no answer. Either way, my heart goes out to you. I can feel and see that there has been a lot of pain. But sometimes the pain of things that are sorrowful teach us a great deal. But remember that hearts can always be patched up and love grows back. It is not a finite resource, which, like, I don't know if I can give you a definitive yes or no with your question, but I can say that there is some huge lessons to be learned and some questions that you need to ask around yourself and where your fire is coming from. And then, are you grounded, and is your fire alive? And then that swords of like, what's going on in your head, and how can you allow space for sorrow and allow space and use that sorrow as a tool to grow and create. When I went through a really, really giant breakup with my ex, almost 4 years ago now, I turned and poured my heart into a creative project, which is now the Queer Terror Project. And I want to say to you, find something that will patch your heart, whether it's growing trust back between you both, or whether it's finding a way to grow trust back in yourself. Like, just because there's swords in it doesn't mean to say it stopped working. Like, there's ways to be whole, there's ways to hold space for grief. And I'm in a new relationship now, and the biggest thing that I've learned recently is we were talking about poly, and although both of us are not seeing anyone else, it was like we are allowing space in our lives to grieve for past relationships, or grieve for the things in our lives. Maybe it's not an immediate past relationship, maybe you're still in a relationship, but there's grief that you need to move and process through in order to heal and be present. Allowing yourself to be in a space and grieve at the same time is okay. And if you have a conversation with this person and say, I need space to grieve and feel sorrow. And I hope that person, whether they're in your life or out of your life, will allow you space to connect to your groundedness, learn these lessons. Remember that your heart has love in it that it's never going to run out. Maybe it wax and wane, but to remember who you are and the fiery, passionate, and creature that you are. I hope you enjoy, and I hope this means and delivers to you what you need to know and gives you some peace in your heart and space to feel. Sending you lots of love.